Thank you very much for coming. I guess I want to start out welcoming on behalf of myself, my deputy Jim Testaverde, and Kevin Rourke. Thank you for hosting us today. This award ceremony to recognize you student and faculty has been a long time in the making. It was important to us. It's important to us to always recognize people who go above and beyond and do some special things, especially in a chaotic situation when you're not trained necessarily to do it. So we tried to do it in an award ceremony at the police station several months ago. We were not able to do it because of COVID. We were going to have you guys come to a commissioners meeting, and then we started getting active cases in the station. So here we are in the vestibule of Bishop Girton. So thank you for hosting us. I appreciate it. I hope the length of time it takes hasn't diminished how we feel about it. So thank you very much. Typically, we really do like to pay attention and focus on good things, not just within our police department, but on the outside as well. On the morning of March 9th, 2020, the Nashua Police Department responded to an ambulance call at Bishop Girton High School. It was reported by Nashua Fire Rescue that a teacher was unresponsive and CPR was in progress. When Nashua patrol officers arrived on scene, they recognized the teacher to be Paul Rousseau, father of Nashua Police Sergeant Joe Rousseau, and friend to many of us here at the Nashua Police Department. What started off as a routine, uneventful day in Mr. Rousseau's sophomore math class turned into a stressful situation when Mr. Rousseau suffered a medical event and collapsed on the floor. Paul's students determined he was unresponsive and without hesitation coordinated a response to his life-threatening emergency. Christopher Kenosian hit the emergency button within the classroom, which sent an alert to school officials. Daniel Woodford ran to the main office to summons help. Tristan Connolly, Molly Arel, Rodrigo Lopez Santamaria, and Roosevelt Mesadieu all responded to the classroom across the hallway to get another teacher. Dean of Students Cote called emergency responders and provided crucial information on the location and condition of Mr. Rousseau. School nurse Kerry Turner and her nurse medical director Mary Heil responded to the classroom with an AED. Ms. Turner found Mr. Rousseau unresponsive and immediately began CPR with Ms. Heil. They attached the AED to Mr. Rousseau and delivered him a shock which rendered him conscious. Ambulance personnel arrived on scene and transported Paul to St. Joseph's Hospital for further treatment. The quick thinking and immediate response from the students at Bishop Girton led to the early and critical intervention by the nursing staff. Their combined actions, along with those of Mr. Cote, undoubtedly contributed to Mr. Rousseau's survival from this life-threatening event. Mr. Rousseau spent several days in the hospital, but ultimately made a full recovery and has since returned to teaching. One of Bishop Girton's goals is to develop students to their greatest potential, especially in their contributions toward the world around them. The teamwork displayed during the response to this emergency clearly demonstrated this goal, and those involved should be recognized. According to Nashua Police Standard Operating Procedures, letters of commendation shall be given to sworn officers, civilian personnel, and citizens who perform in an exemplary manner, which is shown to be above and beyond what is expected of a sworn officer. I recommend that students Christopher Kenosian, Daniel Woodford, Tristan Connolly, Molly Arel, Rodrigo Lopez Santamaria, I apologize for that spelling, Roosevelt Mesadieu, Dean of Students Ron Cote, Nurse Kerry Turner, and Medical Director Mary Heil be recognized for their actions. Based on the actions involved of all of them, Mr. Rousseau is alive and with us today. So thank you all very, very much. I appreciate it. We'd like to recognize each of you with a plaque right now. We're going to call you up one by one. COVID, we're trying to be very mindful of everybody's safety, so I won't be shaking hands, but I'll hand you the plaque, and just really know that we appreciate everything you do. Roosevelt? Nice job. Thank you. Christopher? Tristan? Nice job, Tristan. Thank you. Daniel? Nice job. Molly? Nice job. Thank you, Molly. Thank you. Dean Cote?
Nurse Turner.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nurse Heil.
Thank you very, very much. This is you. Thank you.
And Chief Rodrigo.
This is for you, and it will be sent to you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much for everything you did. Thank you, appreciate it. Well, I know you're all busy, and Paul's anxious to get back to class, so. Again, guys, thank you very much. We can't express what you did that day. First of all, Paul's a personal friend of mine, as well to many of us at the station. We work with his son Joe, so they're both part of our family, always have been and always will be. And we really appreciate what you did in a chaotic situation, just jumped in and took action. So thank you very much. You should all be proud. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you guys.